Alright lads, so today we are back again once more to beat the hard difficulty of Guild Quest with a 1 out of 5 special move level team. A team that you lads can replicate assuming you have the characters and assuming you put the work in certain characters. Now funny enough, we're actually nearing the end of this particular series as we currently have one more quest to do, which is the Human, Quincy, Ritter and Squad Zero Guild Quest, which will be coming in a couple days time, and they also have now added human enemies, which is going to make it a lot more tough. But after that we're pretty much done, and I think after that point I'm going to then try and do beating Guild Quest with one character. So right now and beforehand we were doing a 1 out of 5 team. After that we're going to try and beat every Guild Quest with only one, maybe two characters. We'll see how it goes. Some weeks are definitely tough, but I'm definitely looking forward to it. So for today, for this Guild Quest, we are doing the Ranged No Affiliation Guild Quest, where if you do bring a ranged character, you are getting that 2 times damage output. As always, you are not required to bring ranged characters here. You can, as always, bring a melee character. They can still do damage as there is no resistance, but they are just missing on that 2 times damage output. So let's say, for example, you own someone like the Spirit's Arthur with you Soifon, and you need her to boost your entire team. She does make for a good option here. She just isn't getting that 2 times damage output. But if you have no other better options, then it's still a very good choice to go with. And for our team, we're going with a very simple and lazy team. So of course we're using Aizen. He doesn't have killer here. As always, we have been using him in a lot of different guild quests where he's just going to keep the enemies in place with that SA2 Vortex, and we're just going to have our 2 NAD characters, in this case Misaki and also Momo, to do all the work. And with that, we're going to be able to beat it just fine. So Aizen doesn't really matter about the build, but we have gone with like full 14 recharge just so we can get his strong attacks back as fast as possible. This is the build that we've gone on him. Again, it really doesn't matter all too much. He has 500 additional SP, full stam, and also weakened defense. Once more, weakened defense is very important to have on your main lead, as it does allow your 2 side characters and yourself to do more damage against the final boss. For Misaki, she's just gone with a normal basic build. Again, we're not allowed to use golden chappies in this series, and we have gone with a full NAD build with also the Tardsky link in the off chance that we potentially do die, which shouldn't really happen. And I was thinking about going maybe a recharge build on her, but you know, I thought NAD's gonna work just fine. We should be golden in this team. Now, it's probably worth mentioning that Misaki actually is only T10, so she isn't T20, so she is missing a lot of stats and also bonus abilities. And if we do for some reason fail to beat it, I will definitely quickly get her to T20, but for now I feel like the team's just gonna be fine. Misaki's here because she is a NAD based character, does do a lot of damage, and at the same time, if you have her, definitely bring her here. She is immune to freeze, and she also is providing the team with a team boost and also a barrier, a 1-hit shield for your teammates and a 1-hit barrier for yourself. Really good boost character, almost a must-have in my opinion, especially if you don't own someone like Momo, because Momo right now, these are the only 2 NAD characters that are, you know, no affiliation killer, ranged, flurry based, that also have a boost SA2. So having one of them in your team is going to be really, really important. Again, if you don't own these 2 characters, then trying to bring someone like Spirit's Arthur with you Soifon. If you don't own her, just bring any ranged character that has a boost, and you should potentially be fine, assuming you have a good NAD character to go alongside that also has no affiliation killer. For example, one of the cheat codes for this particular guild quest is going to be this lad right here, and I do want to potentially showcase him later on. I'm not entirely too sure. Maybe we will use him just to see how quick the quest will actually go, probably right after this run. But Kagarosa is just a really good NAD character. He was literally designed for this week, and he absolutely dominates it. So we're not using him here. I just want to more so get a quick little gameplay of Momo, because again, she is actually used for this particular week too, and I haven't tried her out yet. So with that said, let's jump into the run. Alright, so you lads already know the drill. All we're going to do is basically just spam out SA2, and we're going to be pretty much set, right? So luckily our 2 NAD characters are going to be just keeping their distance, using their NAD string whenever they can. SA3 into that, and then we're going to use our SA2 now. There we go, straight into Uru. Enemies have been dealt with, and now we just got to focus on Uru, the character itself. Use our SA1 there. We're getting a bit of lag, but no worries, because we have our SA2 ready. There we go. SA1 there. Now, it's worth mentioning our DPS is going to be cut just by a tad bit here, because we actually have no boost active, and that does obviously hurt quite a bit. Maybe going with full recharge would be a good idea here in this case, but it's fine, right? We're going to use an SA2 here into our SA3. There we go. Into that. Boost has gone active, so I was waiting to use the weakened defense when the boost goes active, because then that means we do our most damage for like the next 10 seconds, right? Boost is going to be active for 20 seconds. The weakened defense is going to be active for another 10 seconds, and we're going to use our SA2 there. Kill the enemies from afar away. Let's not let them get too involved into the combat. And we're actually really cutting it close here. That probably comes down to the fact that we have a power character on our team, and also the fact that Misaki is not T20. So Not the best run. Honestly, I thought this team would clear a lot faster, but that just goes to show how important T20 is, because Masaki's only T10, so you could see that our DPS was actually quite low, especially with 2 NAD characters, you know, going with a NAD build and no recharge. So I might actually, let me see if I got the materials to do it. I might actually quickly T20 Masaki, just because she's kind of worth it. Masaki's a cool character, I like her. So unfortunately, I don't have pot because I have been slacking on IT more specifically. But you know what, just for you lads, I'm going to use my rainbow potions, right? I don't mind doing it because I'm going to easily be able to farm it up. Just right now, obviously can't do that, so I don't mind doing it on Masaki. So there you go, Masaki is now done. We're going to quickly give her full stam and damage to drained enemies. Alright, so we changed up the team. So again, Masaki is now more so built for this particular guild quest. She's still going to stay with the NAD build, but now she has more stats thanks to the fact that she does have, again, T20, also 25% full stam, which she should easily stay at full stamina. Momo, we're now going with a recharge build. So Momo should be able to keep the boost active for majority of the quest. There will still be a few seconds where we have no boost activated, but the boost for the most part will be more frequent, right? And that should potentially help us clear faster, especially Masaki being our main DPS character, who now has more stats. The final boss is speed, so Momo isn't doing a super amount of damage to the final boss. Good damage to the 4th boss, but against the final boss, she does have attribute disadvantage. That's what we're focusing on Masaki being our main DPS NAD character. So that said, let's jump back into the run once more. Alright, so running up the quest once more, let's see how this one actually goes with a new different type of build, right? So Masaki should be doing more damage. We also should have the boost more active for the most part. Although we did actually showcase a couple of weeks ago that it doesn't really matter all too much, but let's just see if it actually does. So we're going to use our SA1 here. We actually got frozen, but luckily the vortex was still on. We took a bit of damage, but again, we're not here to do damage in the first place, so not the end of the world. We have 36 seconds left, and we're about to get into the final boss. The boost just activated, so we used our soul bomb into the SA1, back into the 2, and now we just let our NAD characters do the work, right? Slowly but surely, again, we are going to be slowly clearing it. Our Momo did go down because Ichigo, I mean, he's a bad character, but going against him can be quite annoying, especially if you do get caught in that range collision SA1. We use our NAD string, or SA1 there, back into the SA2, into the SA3, and we cleared with 14 seconds to spare. So we did get a definite, you know, we saw an increase, right? Last time we cleared with like 2 seconds left, now we cleared with 14 seconds left, which for the most part is kind of like the average when it comes to guild quests. Whenever we do 1 out of 5 teams, we usually have like 16 seconds to spare, so this is just in line for what you can expect with using a 1 out of 5 team. But at the end of the day, it does get the clear, and that's the most important part. You don't need to go for a super high score, just getting the clear is normally good enough. Now for the rest of the video, we're going to showcase my 5 out of 5 max transcender team that I have been using for this particular guild quest. I did want to kind of highlight someone like Kagarosa for this week because he is really good here, but it's no secret that he's going to out DPS anyone I put him against here. So if we did put him in the team, it'd be the exact same run. It's just, we're probably just going to clear that 10 seconds faster. So with that said, let me quickly showcase my max transcender team. So this is my team that I have been usually using. It's the Burn the Witch team that we have showcased on the channel before. It's a pretty good team, especially if you do have them, you know, max transcended, because it does allow you to nuke to the final boss and clear potentially in like 2 or so seconds. So Noelle here, we're focusing on her doing the most soul bomb damage as possible. So we've given her 3 full stam links, and we also have increased her SP to the highest as possible with attention type, very important, at least when you have a 5 out of 5 character. She is max transcended with a full stamina damage boost and also weakened defense. Noelle, the other one, is only 4 5, so unfortunately not as good as it could be. We could clear significantly better if we did have a, you know, 5-5, but she also has full stam and also damage to weaken. Again, once more, very similar setup, but just increasing her SP as much as possible. In this case, we do have the Kamari for her, giving additional 50% SP, and once more, just 3 full stamina damage links. And then last, we have the other Nini, basically the exact same build, damage to weaken, full stam, as much SP as possible, max transcended, and also full stamina damage. So for the final time, let's jump into the final run so we can actually get a good clear time. Alright, so I'm going to be truthfully honest, I don't intend to reset at all, so whatever run we get here is the run we do get, mainly because it's really hot in this room, and I'm not trying to sit here for like 10 to 20 minutes resetting for a good score, especially because we're demoting this week. So soul bomb there into almost Ichigo, which is what you actually want to do. If we did soul bomb into Ichigo, and we weakened his defense, we probably would have cleared in like 2 seconds there, but you know, a 6-second run for now is good enough. I'm not trying to reset. It's too hot with these headphones on, my window and door shut. I'm dying in it. I'm dying making this video, lads. But with that said, that was the video for today. Hope you guys did enjoy. Hopefully was able to guide you on what characters you can use. Again, there's a lot of different options. Just go into your box, look at your no affiliation killers. Again, you can bring melee, you can bring range ones. It really just comes down to the characters you have worked on. can. And as always, don't be afraid to use a 6th anniversary Aizen. As always, right? He just makes it a lot easier if you have 2 good NAD characters to go alongside him. With that said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.